have these hopes, would they even consider it? Or would they just have the people that are their best friends and them have a close connection and do some sort of direct conflict, direct strike, direct decision against the infrastructure of the United States in the most important place that it can possibly do it, which is here in Hawaii. And it is a decision that we know big countries and the greatest minds, of the world have decided to do before. People have done it before. They thought it was the most valuable thing to do to win in the Pacific. Didn't work, but now there's two large countries. It's the correct decision. Are they going to do it again?
And it goes back to human nature thinking, oh, they would never do that, or they're way overpowered, or we are so strong.
Adam, we're switching.
Look at Japan. Look at what happened with Japan. Okay, well, Justin True.
We're already switched, so you can keep going.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna hit the rest of it. We'll probably have to put a part 2 over on YouTube. So Justin, let's just finish out. We have some important things that we need to talk about as well. But so I'm glad that we got that into the main show, because this is potentially huge, and I'm so surprised that this is getting pushed under the rug. This is wild.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude, absolutely. But hey, I'll let you go. I know you got a busy show to do. Aloha, mahalo, thanks guys, I appreciate it, and just keep your eyes on the Pacific for sure.
All right, well, thank you, and I'm glad we got that in. Thank you. That's Justin True. Make sure to go head over and subscribe. I have his channel attached over on our website, marfooglenews.com. It's very easy. Just make sure you do the and sign, Just and True. He's been around the Foogle fam for a very long time. Very cool dude. Very, very chill, but he also brings us lots of great information from Hawaii. We were one of the first people to cover that information ship because he called in on it. He was out there with his brother and his dad, and they saw the ship. I mean, that's great. So we'll talk about, okay, so the rail strike, that's pretty big, but let's talk about the main thing here. So we talked about Vlad having a big bang outside of his motorcade. Something happened there. And then Zelensky, in his motorcade, was involved in a car crash but suffers no serious injuries. In fact, the driver of that car that hit their motorcade, they were more injured than anybody else. But the fact that these happened a day apart was this a tit for tat? And what is really happening here? This is kind of crazy because I think both of these events technically happened after this CIA/meeting with Congress, where Congress went into a closed-door, top-secret room with the CIA. And I'm just stating a fact here. CIA would be that agency that would, if it was some sort of operation, it would be pulled off by them. Dex, do you want to chime in here on these events? There's no way that this is a coincidence. I don't believe it. If they do say it is, I don't personally believe it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody over to the Jams link. But yes, I don't. It does seem like a tit for tat, in my opinion, especially since they're within 24 hours of happening. We get one report that Vlad's motorcade gets hit, and he's unhurt, and then within 24 hours we get a report that Zelensky's in, and they're calling it a car crash, quote unquote. But he's okay. So, and by the way, it's not like he's out driving his own car. He's riding in a motorcade as well. So
they knew it was Zelensky because they saw the passenger of the car wearing a green, military green shirt. All jokes aside, seriously, he does not own more than one color shirt. And people go, oh, who cares what shirt he wears? I think it's funny because that they think of all of that. In the very beginning, they wanted him to be more relatable. They wanted him to look like he's out there with the people. He's on the front lines. They do this as all politics is the same. They make sure that, like that woman who called in, her job used to help these politicians decide even their belt color, their tie color, all of these things. And they had to go, they went to school for this. certain colors would put off a certain air. And if you're talking to these people and talking to these people, they change all this. For him, he is this like symbol. So they made him into a symbol, if you didn't notice, on TikTok and everywhere else. Everybody's like, he's so sexy and this and that. But it was more of this move, and people had him as their profile pic. People, the flag is their profile pic and all of this stuff. They turned him into a sex symbol, first of all, but they also did this thing where they wanted him to be this normal guy, right? This normal guy was an actor who played the president on TV. They straight up, to me, it seems like they grabbed him and put him in that spot. They're like, he plays a good president. So it just kind of funny to me that he seriously wears the same like T-shirt all the time, even when he is traveling into like he'll be traveling and meeting people at the White House, and he's wearing that same shirt. I mean, that these guys even military dress into a formal military suit if they're going to meet higher ups, but they want to give you this impression that he's just straight off the battleground. That he's straight out of it. For this event to happen, something is definitely going on. I would say keep your eyes peeled for the next week for some weird things to go down. But it's getting to the point where it's every day something like this is happening. I don't know what this is making our brains try to think. You had Vlad's Motorcade hit and Vlad's Motorcade hit. Was this a response from them, or were both done by the same side, or both done by one? Don't know. And then Vlad's limousine is hit by a loud bang and possible attack. Both of these happened. There was a huge, some say it was an explosion, hit by a loud bang. That's the translation of it, in a possible attack, but Russian leader is left unharmed, according to anti-Kremlin sources who revealed health scares. These were people who were against him said this. And then Chick-fil-A employee praised for saving woman and baby during carjacking. That story is over on marfooglenews.com. Positive story to end the night with. A Florida Chick-fil-A employee is being praised for his heroic actions when he stopped a man from allegedly carjacking a woman and her baby. The employee, Michael Gordon, was working at a location in Fort Walton Beach area Wednesday afternoon when the woman started screaming for help, according to statements from Chick-fil-A and Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office. It said that the woman was getting out of her car in the restaurant parking lot when the suspect, William Branch, approached her wielding a stick and demanding her keys. Branch then grabbed the keys from the woman's wristband, opened her car door, and got inside. When the victim began screaming for help, an employee at Chick-fil-A ran to intervene. It says that Branch punched Gordon in the face, but did not seriously injure him. Cell phone video taken from a witness showed that Gordon and Branch wrestling on the ground before other people run over. Gordon then holds Branch down, and it said that police said that Gordon told deputies that Branch had been involved in another incident shortly before the carjacking. Branch 43, the crook here, was charged with carjacking with a weapon and battery, if it's not clear. So, by the way, if you try to steal a car and you know that there's a baby in it, I don't know how it played out. I haven't seen the video yet. That guy should go away for 10 years minimum. You are just a piece of crap.
The guy the kid, I should say, that did this, I think you got a picture of him probably in there with his manager, but he's a young guy. I imagine he's a wrestler, because like he literally takes this guy down. He starts putting him in a chokehold numerous times. He tries to get away from him, and he's holding him down and pulling him down. It was pretty amazing. And you can see this woman in the background holding her baby in her hands, and it's definitely a feel-good story. And I'm glad there are plenty of companies out there that would probably have fired the employee and said, you're not supposed to touch the customers, or some stupid statement like that.
Not Chick-fil-A.
This company, no, not Chick-fil-A. They're praising him. They're putting we're proud of him, great job. Not that they want all of their employees to run off and be, vigilantes or anything, but, at the end of the day, it was a spur of the moment. He's right there, saw it happen, and he took action. So,
but that Fred Meyer or Target or any of these big box stores, they would have canned him because, we might get a lawsuit or something. I bet Chick-fil-A might get sued. But Chick-fil-A is also the one that's closed on Sundays. I like Chick-fil-A. I have I like that they are old school and they're actually praising. That's what should happen. I'm sorry, but our culture now, if you touch, this is my problem going back to the beginning of the show, full circle. When these guys are walking out with a full cart, there are plenty of big guys that work there at Target or Walmart or anything. Go over, grab that cart and say, you're not going anywhere, punk. Get down on the ground. You're being arrested right now. Citizen's arrest. But no, they can't put their hands on these people. So they end up just letting them walk by because those are company rules. This guy's a badass. Praise to Michael Gordon. Good job, dude. You are what we should be doing, and this is how our country should be. That's just my opinion. What's yours? Let me know.
And Matt, that video's in the article, and we're not on. If you guys want to go see it, you can go look at it. I don't know if we could play it now.
Marfooglenews.com. Mad Buddha, thank you. Proper prep prevents poor performance. Thanks, Adam Dex and Mods. Stephen McMahon, Zen1AZ. I'll shout you guys out tomorrow, too. I know that it didn't get into the main show. Candace says, thanks, Candace. Great call, Zen1AZ. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Justin True, what a great call. I'm glad we got that into the end of the show. And we will most likely try to pull this portion over and maybe upload it later.
Yeah, I linked it over from the other show, so people that are watching the first part will get the link.
All right, and then let's go over the web only real quick. And obviously, we got a lot of stuff that has popped over here. Lots of stuff, and then also on D Live. Thank you, Yobi Bear Lover, Crypto Craig, Priscilla R, Karen from Columbus, Vicky K, and of course, Wasted to the End. Thank you. And Kimria says, good evening, everybody. Thank you. I love Jesus forever. And 92,000. Thank you, Johnson. I appreciate your support as well. Thank you. Dex, lots of really good stuff here. I think people really cannot miss tonight's overflow.
No, you can't. I mean, this week has just been crazy in the overflow department. So lots of things happening over there. We've got, of course, the updates with the funeral and the Queen and King Charles. And, some people are saying he should be abdicating soon or at a certain age because he's getting old. Of course, they're estimating like 4.1 billion viewers of this funeral, which it makes sense. It's not that it doesn't make sense. I mean, that's about right. I would expect a lot of people around the world to pay attention to it. Definitely going to be a media event. Hey, the Pontiff has come out and said some things specifically about UKR. If you want to know what that is, head over to marfooglenews.com. Click on the thumbnail for the show. If you're on YouTube, just remember, go back to the main video and open up that show notes link in the description. If you don't know how to get to marfooglenews.com, it's always right there. Updates with Lindell, updates with T-Man and what's going on, that and all the other events that seem to be happening as we move into the coming months that lead up to November. So lots of updates happening there. Mr. Gilly Bates is in the news again, so you can find out what's going on and how apparently they're claiming he was able to control what was going on with the CV and without much oversight, him and others. So, and I think it's maybe a little bit more play on words there, but it's still an interesting article. Go check it out. We talked about videos, we've talked about lots of different things, but there is a man who tries to feed a bison in Yellowstone, and it doesn't go very well. So if you want to see what happens there, that updates on financial information like your mortgage rates and what's about to happen there, all of it is put together for you, an entire show's worth of content right there. Click on the link in the description on YouTube, or just go to marfooglenews.com. Really simple. Type it out, click on that thumbnail, it's right there, and you'll get to everything, including the callers, Justin True, Candace, everyone else. All their links is right there on the website.
And thank you for utilizing it. It's a lot of work. It's free for you guys, so please make sure to utilize it. All right, and then Dex, thank you for your service today. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Great job, brother.
Thank you, Beach King, for subscribing over on YouTube. Lisa Sharabadik. Thank you for subscribing. I will get your name eventually. 135 John 135, or is that 135, or wait, 135 John 135? I don't know. Thank you, and thank your mods. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. As you can see, we're not on YouTube anymore. We'll work that out. Thank you so much. It is now time for the shoutro. It's not an outro. It's not a shout out. It's a shoutro. It's where I say thank you to the people that matter most. You. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, and thank you.
Light is bright, light it shines, but not far behind. Darkness comes, we will run, or we'll stand and fight. Light is bright.
All right, let's make a new one. This one for, let's see, Matthew. Rock-a-dog. Dustin True and Zen-Way AZ2. Know that, we could be real big. Let a rental land, everybody know this.
Everybody got a JJ. Hey, with the motor jet set for a set for the first time since 2008. Gotta have a house in bubble burst. Same set everything to everybody in the hearse. Double COVID, going right over. Everybody already know it.
Everybody gotta know it. Bring it back going. Do it right down, we do it. Everything we gotta do, and with everybody up, we love you. Let Linda McDaniel, I've been Monday. I love these of whole ever heard that. Oh, it's a Saturday, better day. Can't find forever.
Squirrel. Marvin fun time. Got the Lisa House, Lisa House, Lisa House, Lisa House. Lisa House, Lisa House, Lisa House.
I got the fully on the unknown neighbor. Black sheep, everybody love that neighbor. Bring it on down and you gotta go to labor. Oh, now day on the bang, now Benny. Bring it on the bay, on the beep, beep down. One on the door, on the rim, on now. Derek on the back now, it's the harvest season. Everybody going back around these heathens. Taking up hard dip right on the show. Who will right out that back door well? bring it on the back. Put in the roots in the dash show. With a tour that you know and a do you have. I'm shaking my honey and we're getting corrupt. With a bun in the cokes and I am so blind. I got the whole TV and everybody on my mind. With the Nora on the read and the Davey. With the real listen the Belinda G. I got the white now. Rachel on the beat and the ball in the D. Anthony Yorba, and the fade away. I'm Mr. Unaware, and I guess we have nothing. Eating the bugs after the war. Bring it on up, back my butt sore. Ha. Bring it on the day, everybody love you. Hey, now, bag with the nature. Perez and Michael Jardine, and of course the Major. Chill Aikens and the Bacons and the Aikens in my back and my pancake hands. With the jam, make a Carmen Pachaca. And the truth is, get out of Aka. I got the bag down now like Chewbacca. Everybody with the Google Marfoogle, number one and the Lady D and the Still Modi baby and the hey, let's get chair dancing like a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, chair dancer, the chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a D life's going to zen with AZ fade away and the black sheep. Chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer.
By the way, that thumbnail was made entirely by an AI. Creepy, huh? I was gonna wait until the end to tell you. Look at how they made the left's Putin look like an evil owl. Bring it right back.
I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, I said a chair dancer, chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. Happy birthday, West Coast. 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 Whistling with the one bang bang. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday. The chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. Chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. I said it. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. West Coast, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. West 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 West. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, West Coast. Happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday, West Coast. Chair dancer, I said a chair dancer. Chair dancer, I said a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. Chair dancer, I said a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. I said a chair dancer. An expert now. Everybody wears the crown. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Be safe, be prepared.